So in this section we're going to have a talk to you about play, your baby's play, cues that say whether your baby is ready to play or not ready to play. When we're talking about baby play, we're talking about engaging with your baby. We're not talking about going to the park for a game of footy or something like that. All that comes later. Understanding your baby's cues is really important so you know when to engage them in play or leave them be. If they're looking at you with their eyes clear and open, then they're ready to engage. If their eyes are staring through you or looking away, then all signs are that they're overstimulated, so give them some space. In the early couple of weeks, when we start talking to our baby, we're looking at about the distance of when you're breast or bottle feeding your baby. You want to be looking straight into your baby's eyes at that distance, and you want to be smiling and getting that recognition from your baby. They will start smiling if they're looking you in the eye right from the early weeks, maybe week 2, week 3, you'll start to see that. It's not wind like your mother or your grandmother will tell you. If they're looking you directly in the eye, they'll be smiling at you and recognising your face and voice. Right from birth, your baby could be falling in love with your face and enjoying looking at you, and they can even copy things such as poking out your tongue. So if you're to poke out your tongue and leave it out there and then give a space, because it takes them a little while for their brain to work with their muscles and get their own tongue back out. But that's something that you can do and really play with your baby right from the early weeks. Your baby's been listening to your voice right throughout pregnancy, mum, and dads too. So they're going to recognise and know your voice right from birth. So keep talking constantly to your baby. Remember to stop and start, leave some gaps so they can, as they get, maybe week 2, week 4, they're going to start responding with some coos and noises. Talk, sing, doesn't really matter what you're chatting about. Use different tones in your voice and things so that your baby just gets used to falling in love with your voice. It's really important for baby to spend time with dad and other support people, talking, playing, all these things that are good for your baby, and it also gives you time out. Dads and support people can sometimes feel left out, especially when a lot of time is taken up with feeding in the early days. Remember, they have a vital role. They're supporting you. Give them some roles, things like the bathing or showering. Taking baby for walks out on the weekends or during the day to give you a break is also a really useful thing. We live in the age of social media, and when you're at home with a new baby and feeling isolated, you really often want to connect with friends and things through phones and Facebook. Save your screen time for when your baby is asleep or with someone else. Your baby loves to connect with you and learns best when you're watching over them, not looking at your screen.